Hi, this is Judy from Fox Cities Quilt Company, and this is Sunday from the Sewing Room, where we give you some tips, some tricks, and a few tutorials to help you with your sewing and quilting projects. And if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button below. Today, I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite things in my sewing room. They are gadgets, and I love gadgets that help me with my sewing projects. Not just quilting projects, but they help me with my sewing projects too. And I wanted to share those with you. If I have them in the shop, I'll put a link below so that if you'd like it too, you can pick one up. So let's get started. First up is my wool mat. The one that I have on my big board on top of my ironing board is 20 by 48 inches. I love the wool mat because I don't use steam when I iron. I only use dry iron because I feel like when I press it distorts my fabric, but other people use steam, and you can use steam with these wool mats too. I have another one, as you can see, that I use it a lot, and this one is a little smaller, and I take this one to retreats. The great thing about a wool mat is the fact that you can press your blocks and that steam or that heat goes right up into that block from underneath because it heats the wool mat up too, and then it goes to the top and it makes pressing your things nice and flat. So I'm trying to do this one-handed so you can see. And it really makes your seams nice and flat because you get more heat. You not only get heat from the top of your iron, but this right here is really nice and warm right now. So that is my number one favorite thing, is my wool mat. My number two favorite thing is my friction pens. They come in all kinds of colors. They have a little eraser on the top if you want to just erase them, or they go away by ironing on them. And I use them for marking, not just for blocks, but I also use them if I'm making garments, where they have darts or markers for lining up. I use my friction pens for those instead of trying to cut those tiny darts. But the friction pen, and I always test it on a fabric to make sure that it will iron off, is goes away with heat. So let me show you how that works. And it just disappears. You have to be super careful though, because sometimes, this is the back of it, you can see a tiny white shadow towards the bottom of that block. See it right there? The other thing that I use the friction pen for is sometimes when I am sewing, it's really hard to see where that intersection is for when you want to not lose your points. So what I will do is I will use my friction pen to mark just inside there so that I can hit that mark when I'm sewing. Then when I go to press that block, I just press it and that dot goes away. So that's my number two favorite thing, is my friction pens. My number three favorite thing in my sewing room is my spray nozzle. You can get your Annie's Best Press, and it has the pump nozzle like this, and I really like that. It's pretty easy to use. But when I want to use this spray starch, and you have to, and I'm trying to get this off for you. Hang on. Um, and when you go to press your finger on it, your finger and your hand gets really sore because of how you have to press that. So what I have done is I have gotten this spray nozzle. It goes onto any aerosol can, and it's super cheap, like a couple bucks, and you can get it at any hardware store, and it just slides right onto your can, and then you can shake your can and then just spray, and just give it a spray, and then you don't have to have that pain in your fingers from doing so much spraying. So the spray nozzle for my aerosol can, and I put it on all of them and it lasts forever, is my third favorite thing. My fourth favorite thing is my quilter's wand. It's a really simple gadget, and I don't know if you can see the name of it here. And it's from Studio 180. I'm trying to get it to focus in for you. It's from Studio 180 Design, and it is super simple. So there's a 1/4 inch on each side of this line. I like it because the edge illuminates so that you can see what you're doing. And before I do every single project, I test my 1/4 inch. So I've sewn a 1/4 inch mark, and this is what I use to test it with is my quilter's wand. So I've sewn a 1/4 inch seam here, and I will take my quilter's wand and make sure that that is exactly a 1/4 inch seam. I lay it right on my seam and I check it with that line. It's super simple. It stays right by my sewing machine and it is super handy. And that is my third, no, this is my fourth favorite thing. My fifth and final favorite thing is my purple thang. It is the simplest little plastic tool. I think it costs I don't know, less than $3, maybe $3.95. It is the it's just an ingenious little tool. I like it because I use it as a stylus to poke things through that just don't want to feed through my machine very well. And I use it also to cut or to poke out corners in projects if I'm turning something right side out. It also has a flat end if you don't want the pointy end and you are turning something delicate, or it does have the pointy end. And let me see if I can show you how this works on a project that I just got done. I'm trying to find my corner here, and let me zoom out a little bit so that I can show you. So I am taking my purple thing and I am finding my corner on this particular project, and I can go up in here. I've got to find my corner. And I could just push that right out and it makes the corners really, really nice on your projects. So you can go from a dull corner to a nice sharp corner. So that is my fifth and final favorite thing, that purple thang. So if you're a gadget girl like I am, those are 5 really inexpensive and very useful tools for your sewing room. This is Judy from Fox Cities Quilt Company. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.